stick or any stick. I'm going to use this one because it shows up better in the theater here. And hold it in the middle and wiggle it back and forth. Not so bad. It's pretty easy to wiggle because all the mass is close to my hand. But now move your hand to the end of the rod and wiggle it back and forth. Ooh, much harder to wiggle now, because that little bit of mass way out there at the end increases the rotational inertia quite a bit. Much harder to get it to rotate. This you can try at home. Another thing you can try at home is balancing an object that's heavy on one end and light on the other, like this sledgehammer. So what do you think would be easier for me to balance this on my hand? With the heavy end down or with the heavy end up? If you think the heavy end up is easier, give it a round of applause. If you think the heavy end down is easier, give it a round of applause. Well, you might be surprised because it's easier with the heavy end up. And the reason is when the heavy end is down, this has a very small rotational inertia. It's easy for gravity to get this to rotate, so I have to react very quickly. But if the heavy end is up, it has a much bigger rotational inertia, and it takes gravity a split second longer to get this to rotate, and it gives me a little bit of time to get my hand balanced underneath it.